I'm Chef Lasse Sorensen from Tom's Place Restaurant, and today we're going to do something really fun. It's simple and fun. It's called a Cannibal's night snack. So what that is, I have some filet mignon that I have ground up here, capers, garlic butter, any kind of toast you have at home, some red onions, and red beets. These red beets are some we do at the restaurant. They're pickled in chili and cinnamon, delicious. An egg yolk, salt and pepper, and a little bit of parsley. All right, horseradish, of course, we have to have that too. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of this garlic butter and just put a little bit on one side. This is the side that goes, that's not the side we're going to actually put the meat on. We're going to want to put the meat on the other side. And we're going to take a little salt and pepper, put on the meat here, and just kind of work it a little bit. The salt will make the meat stick together, and that's what we want. We want to make kind of like, I don't want to say a hamburger, but a patty, I guess. And you can see that's already happening. We want to make sure there's a lot of salt and pepper in the meat, because the meat here, half of it's going to be cooked and half of it's going to be raw. So this is a kind of an unusual thing. That's why it's called a Cannibal's night snack. Okay, we're going to put it on here. Alright, so we have a pan over here ready, and it's a very hot pan. What I want to do is I'm just going to put a sear, if you will, on the top of the meat. That's it. Everything else is raw, and it's filet mignon, so it's an excellent piece of meat to use for that. So we'll put it over here. Now, I made some little gaufret potatoes, waffle potatoes, as a garnish, but we want to cut these up over here. These are called brunoise in culinary terms, just fine dice. That's all we need right there. Also, I would like some horseradish on top. This is the best way to get that fresh horseradish. You take the root and you just scrape it off like that. So delicious. Okay, so what I did, the pickling juice from my beets, and the beets are pickled in cinnamon and chili. I thicken that up a little bit with some cornstarch, and this is kind of like the blood, if you will. We should have done this for Halloween, but this is kind of a fun little thing to do, and it gives a nice flavor too. I just turned this patty around, and now you see the bread is in the bottom, and that's where we had the garlic butter on, and it's gonna kind of like toast it a little bit, if you will. So what I want to do now is I want to find some nice onion rings. We're gonna put this right here in the middle, and then my beets, not too much, just a little bit. It gives it a little sweet and sour in here. The egg yolk, we're going to put the egg yolk right here in the middle of the onion. It's kind of like a little nest for it. It'll sit perfectly right in there. And we'll sprinkle some capers too. Here comes the horseradish. Like that. And then just a little bit of parsley, just for a little color over here. And then what we want to do is take some of these, kind of lay them around. This is just a fun homemade potato chip. And then of course the Round Pond Estates wine. The word that you want to come to Tom's Place on our wine bar this week will be Cannibal, because this is a Cannibal's night snack.